How many followers are you up to these days?
10? About 20 million altogether.
20 million. It's just so many. I mean, I'm around 10 or something like that.
And you all over TV, man. I mean,
why did they give it to us?
I don't know, man.
Yo, what is... listen to the ambient noise, by the way. He's not in the studio. Yeah, I'm walking... Sorry, that was too close. That was way too close. I'm walking the streets of New York City because I just got done filming an episode of The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Man, I feel like I could lift a car right now. I'm so freaking jacked up. Everybody's obviously going to tune into the pod this week to hear what I have to say about the episode. I'm obviously out of town. We still have an episode this week, but all my reactions and thoughts about it, I can't wait to get back to the studio and tell everybody next week. But I'm so full of love and gratitude and humility and so many people. It's a wild ride, and I'll talk more about it next week, obviously, but there are so many. I've obviously been a stand-up comedian for 15 years, and there's so many people that watch this podcast that came in at some point, whatever video it was, for me making videos for my youth group back in 2010, 11, and obviously I've submitted for The Tonight Show many times, and it wasn't polished enough, it wasn't good enough, and I just kept trying and kept resending videos. And I remember I was telling Lydia one time, I go, this was a couple of months ago, I go, I'm gonna go try one more time to see if I can get a set that The Tonight Show would approve of. And if this doesn't work, that might be, I don't know if I can keep doing it. I was just so discouraged about the whole process, and sure enough, I was sitting on my kitchen counter about 6 weeks ago, and I got an email that said your set has been approved. We'd love to invite you to June 16th to be do stand up, make your Tonight Show debut on Jimmy Fallon. And dude, What an unbelievable ride. I don't even know what to say besides I feel like so many people want to give up sometimes. I feel like I sound like I'm on a freaking set of an inspirational movie or something like that. But I mean, obviously in 2019, when I forget ever doing stand-up again, I thought I was literally left for dead, man. And I just want to tell anybody, obviously first, everybody that has followed my career, any person that is, I thought I was about to get stabbed, any person that has ever liked one of my videos, shared one of my videos, pulled out their credit card and entered the numbers into Ticketmaster to ever come to one of my shows. I think the only reason that I had this opportunity was because of the size of the platform and the popularity of my videos. So I feel like it's a win for everybody, bro. It's a win for everybody. And obviously everybody that listens to the podcast, honored to have you guys on the I wish just the idea that if it's your, I don't know, a job or something that you want to get, something you want to accomplish, whether it's your kids, whether it's your health, whether it's your marriage, whatever it is that you're like, I feel like some people are just about to give up, and that might be, you might be right around the corner from the most unbelievable opportunity of your life. I hope that's encouraging to anybody. I don't want to sound like a pastor or like I don't know, I don't want to be preaching at anybody, but I'm just full of so much gratitude. And Ginger Billy, by the way, is on the podcast this week, another tremendous comic. And I asked Alex, I go, dude, can I I'm going to be up in New York City. Everybody's going to be listening to the pod wondering how the Tonight Show went, and I can't wait to tell you stories about Jimmy Fallon and man, unbelievable. Anyway, enjoy this episode with Ginger Billy, probably one of my favorites of all time. We got into a little bit of talk about stand-up as well. Enjoy this episode. We'll see you next week. This week's episode brought to you by AG1, baby. I got a whole new batch.
Locked and loaded?
Whole new batch,
Let's
baby.
go.
That's why you see this little, I don't know, spark in my step.
I thought that's where the green in the wardrobe came from. It's kind of like AG1 green.
Oh, does this match this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't think it does.
If they're far enough away from each other.
Oh, yeah, they're far enough away. I just put them next to each other.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, but I'm seeing crystal clear 20/20 vision because of AG1.
Nice.
That is not one of the things that they say that we should say, for sure. But, I've leveled my game up because AG1, how long have they been with us? 3 years now?
I think so.
A long time.
Yep.
AG1 has leveled up even more. Listen to this with their AG1 Next Gen. This upgraded formula has been clinically shown to increase healthy gut bacteria by 10x, all for the same price of less than $3 per day. And that box comes in, what'd you get in that box? You get the travel packs.
Yep.
I get the big box, and then I get the big bag of AG1, the container.
Love that container.
And the mixing thing.
The little shaker.
Yeah, the shaker.
Yeah, it's nice.
They give it all to you. You're like, I got to go buy it. No, it's all in the box.
All in one.
Clinically backed with upgraded formula. This is the perfect time to try AG1, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet. I've been drinking AG1 for years, and I'm so happy to be partnering with them for the quality products. Subscribe today to try the next gen of AG1 for less than $3 a day. If you use my link, you also get a free gift with your first order. What's the gift? They presented it to me. I haven't gotten the gift.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't get the gift. I mean, I got the supplies.
All right, I don't want to. It's worth it. I don't want to worry the subscribe.
Don't tell
Yeah,
them. I like that. I like
yeah.
that. Make sure you check out AG1. Drink AG1.com/netpositive to get started with AG1's Next Gen and notice the benefits for yourself. That's drink AG1.com/netpositive. Fired up, ladies and gentlemen. You ready to go?
In here.
I'll get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Ginger Billy's in the house,
Yeah,
baby. You can cheer for yourself. We do
Absolutely.
We do a big intro before,
Okay, cool.
so when you then we'll post it.
Yeah, the people know you already.
Awesome.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. How many followers are you up to these days?
Oh,
10?
Between close, man. I'm working, baby. I'm working. I'm about 20 million altogether.
20 million altogether?
That's not bragging. Let me just
No, yeah, yeah.
just get that off.
I would say this is probably the first guest that's come in sleeveless.
Yeah. That is.
What about
I think it
Chelsea
is.
Lynn? She didn't come in.
Who?
Chelsea.
Oh,
Lynn,
Chelsea.
old trailer
No,
trash
she has
Tammy.
sleeves.
She didn't come
No,
in
Tammy
sleeveless?
didn't come in. Tammy's one of our most watched episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can believe it.
Yeah, Tammy. She didn't come in sleeveless.
She came with sleeves.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
she does other things sleeveless, I believe. Yeah.
And shirtless.
I haven't been on that side.
Me neither.
I haven't been on that
Me neither.
side.
I've seen some content where she does, and I'm like, she's wild.
You're like,
She's
you're
wild
our
woman.
friend. Yeah. You ever thought about how like if sometimes if somebody's video, my girlfriend or something like that, her video goes like 40,000 or let's say 60,000 views. I'm like, babe, that's like Nissan Stadium.
Yeah.
That's so, like 20 million.
Yeah.
It's just so many. I mean, I'm around 10 or something like that.
But 10.
Yeah.
No, you more than that, bro.
No, all combined?
Yes.
All followers?
Yes. Between 4 platforms, I feel like you
I
over
would
me.
say 2, 4, and something like that. Maybe 8 or 9.
Still, you have been seen. I mean, you all
Oh,
over
the
TV.
views are like billions.
Yeah, and you
go,
all
man.
over TV, man. I mean,
Yeah,
you
we
were
are.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Those
Say
are
it again.
continent numbers.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
the billions, you know what I mean? Like that's
Why did they give it to us?
I don't know, man. Obviously, there was no moderator.
Yeah, if there was like an application process for like internet, nobody. No, I feel like nobody that has it should have it.
No. The people that don't, we couldn't even hardly get a regular job.
No,
with our
we're
applications.
otherwise unemployable. They're like, give this guy.
Just give them the internet.
who does deserve that? If
Give
there
me
was
the
an
internet.
application process, who does deserve like 1 billion views?
I don't know. Somebody that's like yeah,
Mr. Beast deserves it.
yeah, he works
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah, he works hard.
He's a philanthropist.
Bro, I just saw. Oh yeah, I just saw a clip on Twitter of one of his edit timelines, and it's like 9 different layers, and you know what I'm saying? Like ours is like I've got one track.
Yeah.
And I just move things around.
Mine's on iMovie. Mine's on iMovie.
Well, that proves that he's the real one.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been using a phone my whole career.
I don't even see a mic in your stuff.
No, I just yell loud because I just have a phone. I just yell so you can pick me up. Yeah.
If you're listening on Spotify alone, I would say, but if you're watching and you see this, you definitely seen this guy's face before.
For sure.
Definitely seen this guy's face before. All over everything. Yeah. Macon, let me try to describe it the best I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Lives in the country.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, is redneck.
Very much so, yes.
Modifies vehicles.
That's very true.
Loves his wife.
Love my wife.
And gets into whatever kind of redneck behavior that would make a funny video.
That's right.
Let's go.
That's
dude.
right, man. You got
It's working well.
Yes.
That's all you need,
Yes,
dude.
and I wear
Yeah.
things that the average 200-pound male should not wear all the time.
And
yeah.
it's a shirtless a bunch.
He's shirtless, yeah.
Yeah, shirtless
Yep,
a bunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
55 degrees and up, no shirt on. Got to get that vitamin D.
I like that your neck is physically red.
My whole body's red.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
And people, all my comments, it's like, you need to check your blood pressure. And
Why do they have a southern accent in the comment section?
yeah, I'm sorry.
They're hillbillies in the comments.
He knows his
They are.
audience.
Yeah.
You look at her profile picture.
You need to check your
Yep.
blood pressure. It's
Yep.
Debbie that
You'll
works at
see.
Walgreens.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah. They're always so beautiful. The ones
yeah.
that comment stuff like that.
What about the Liver King? Do you remember him?
Yeah, dude.
Well,
I
is he
watched
gone?
a Netflix special on him.
Is he done?
No, he's
he's
still
around.
around.
He is,
Yeah,
okay.
he's
He
still
had a
trying
big- he
to
had a
push his 7 essential whatever it is, right?
He's like Hezbollah. Mm-hmm. There was remember Hezbollah?
Oh, he was massive.
Oh, because he came to the States for the summer.
Right.
And he was on every pod.
Everything,
But he
man.
couldn't speak English.
No,
And then he
English.
was gone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he got in trouble for kicking a cat or something.
Oh, yeah, I do remember
Like,
that.
everybody was like, I can't believe it. And then it was
Yeah,
just over
yeah.
for him. Once you kick an animal,
That's what got him out of
so
here.
terrible. Anything
cat.
else, you go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep, yeah. But
Well, I wonder if it is. There's somebody said there is a. I've had years of wild success and then years of less success.
Yes.
And then years of big. It just got, but I feel like me and you, but similar. It's like the stock market.
yes,
It's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's
sir.
all going in this direction.
yes. Well, and I believe too. Me and Brandon talk about it all the time, dude. You work, bro.
I try to work
don't
hard,
see a time where you are not just working. And honestly, not from it is. I'm not. I don't know if you call it just. I'm jealous that you are you're so just consistent.
I just putting out content.
Yeah, with working. Because man, there's sometimes a week, 2 weeks where my brain's like, bro, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
But you are just constantly, boom.
I see like some of your content that you watch that you go you modify a car or put something on a boat or if I feel like what would be your the most amount of time with the least payoff? Let's say
man.
project you ever done.
Probably
You dug a pool.
Yeah, a swimming pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a big hole in my yard with a tarp, and that didn't cost a lot,
Yeah.
I think
Just man hours.
Yeah, just man hours. But I had a backhoe. I didn't do it with a shovel.
okay,
I
gotcha,
had
gotcha.
machinery.
I was like, dude,
know
you
what
spent
I'm
a
saying?
year doing
this.
this.
Yeah,
With
and so my wife, I didn't really, well, I guess I did realize we was living in my double wide at the time, and I'm digging this hole about 4 foot from the road, our back road. And my wife's
you
like,
can't do that.
She's like, we're gonna come out and there's gonna be a car.
Oh, in it.
Inside your hole right there, and then what are we gonna do? But I was like, I guess I'll just bury it so nobody will see it. But the monster truck, man, that I turned a Honda Ridgeline into a monster truck, and that was most of my stuff. My budget's like $2,000.
Oh yeah.
And so there's no problem making.
It's
my
about
money
the same with my stuff. It's not. Yeah.
like, cause but that monster truck, I don't know. I got a wild hair. I thought, Honda Ridgeline monster truck, that'd be cool. It wasn't cool, and it wouldn't. And so that's the biggest upset to me.
That it didn't pay off.
It didn't pay off.
Then you make a dumb video on your porch about your grill, and it goes.
It
10
makes
million.
20,000. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
20,000 is
yeah,
like how in the world,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah. That's what I think. Have you ever been making something and you go, this is not.
Oh, all the time.
Sometimes in the ear you go, oh, this video, and then you're kind of out there. And everybody else is excited about it, but you're like, oh, this is gonna bomb.
Yes,
Dude,
yeah. No,
bomb,
I've been there. I've been there so many times.
Dang it, dude, this is gonna bomb.
And it's hard for you to even get into it when you know it's like that. Like
when you're 3/4 of the way done, and then you got to edit it.
Yeah, and as I edit, I'm like, this guy sucks, man. I ain't watching this. I'm not watching this video. I don't even want to.
Your bombs end in like a matter of minutes. His bombs last him like weeks.
That's what I'm saying. If I go, hey, I'm gonna make it like I made a video about what was it? It was last week about ketchup is white trash.
Yes.
And I was sitting in my car, had all these lines kind of written. I don't like to do them in my house or at my desk or office. I kind of like I'm out, and I'm like, is it just me? And I'm making this, and then I'm editing that. But I mean, I have an hour into this.
Yes.
Max. And I wrote a few lines,
yes.
and I go, oh God,
yep.
And it went. But you're like, if you're lifting a truck, even if it's not your labor, you're
the money into
you're going to check to see if the thing and fill.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He's weeks into a project,
Yes,
and he's like,
yes.
I still have a week and a half left of bombing because this isn't going to go well.
Yeah, and I'm so mad at myself because I'm out there. I'm like, this is gonna suck. Why am I even doing this right now?
You're like, I ruined my May.
Yeah. 4 weeks to get 300 views. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
But luckily, fortunately, all of my builds have been successful. It's not the build ones that usually are the ones that bomb. It's the skits. Like every now and again, a skit might. But
And what about all the songs?
Songs do great, man.
Great.
Goodness gracious.
She has a bunch of like remakes of some Morgan Wallen songs. And
Yes, and Morgan Wallen's been good for business.
Yeah.
But
For a lot of people.
For a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
For a lot of people. But the parodies. And here's the thing. I feel like if I didn't have the following I have, they wouldn't do good.
Yeah.
It's just luckily I
they know you.
a
and they
fan
like
base,
you. Yeah.
and it does, and they know.
This is what I always try to tell people. I go, whenever I talk to someone, I go, guys, we don't know. Don't ask, like, how did you, we don't know. If we knew, we would just do that. I go, look
We'd have a school.
Yeah, we'd start a school.
Yeah.
I'd have no idea. But I think I do enjoy I bet you're probably the similar. You do enjoy, now creativity kind of comes and goes.
Yes.
But you do enjoy, at least in stand-up, figuring out why that didn't work. Did I come across too aggressive? Was I too angry? Like Nate, I was with Nate a couple weeks ago at a show, and he's like, I never want the audience to feel like I have a message. Like I'm trying, because he's doing this joke about AI, and he's like, I don't want it to sound like, he just wants to have observations, and we'll stay up till 3 a.m. talking about. So if we look at one of your videos, I bet me and you could sit down and be like, why didn't this work? I wonder if we change it to this. I wonder if we had another guy come in on it. I wonder if we did, you know what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah, and in stand up definitely, because there's some things that that I have. I never, I don't ever want to come off as bashing. I want it to come off as it's just fun.
Now we're evil inside.
Yeah.
But
definitely, man. Now on the inside, I'm bashing, but on the outside,
no, we don't. Yeah, we try to push that down as much as possible.
Yes. Definitely, we're good people.
Yeah, when did the stand-up start?
I have been touring now 5 years.
That's wild.
5 years. Well, I say 5. I've been headlining now for 4. I was hosting for like a year or 2 before that.
With who? Just locally? Oh, we don't talk about it.
Those are horrible years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, every comic has those.
Oh, yeah, they do, man.
You only had one.
Oh, I had one. And
I had 5.
5?
5 years of hosting? Yeah, dude, or more.
Well, my one was probably your 5 combined. Dude, the disaster of just the,
it's hard.
Oh God, train
Stand-up's
wreck,
hard.
man. Train wreck. Yeah, and hosting's a different. I mean, hosting is just a different thing in general. You got to learn. That's a totally different craft.
Yeah. Well, our buddies, I think, are at least Chelsea, but definitely Justin Nunley and Dane. That they kind of, they're similar to us, but there's this live show thing is, they go, that's different.
Yes.
Yeah, they go, we know we go to Jacksonville, Florida, and people would want to see us, but that's a whole.
And that makes me proud.
Makes me proud too.
Because
makes me very proud.
Especially, and you got it too, and I'm sure, and I still maybe a little, but a lot of social media people have tried. Content creators tried stand up, and they would come on and they would think, "Oh, I do these videos. I can do this. I get on stage, say the same thing," and that gave us a bad look.
Yeah.
For a while, until you finally pull yourself above that, and people's like, "Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it." Yeah.
Maybe it's probably the same it's a easier barrier to entry, but it's probably the same on YouTube.
Yes.
That everybody goes, I don't make it, and then they go, oh, this guy is different than, because there's stand up at all these jobs now. You want to be a photographer, get a phone and you're a photographer.
Yep.
There's really no, and then you see some guys who go, oh, that guy's different.
Yep.
I think that's just work and whatever.
Right. You have to stand above the rest, man.
Do people ever I always wondered if there's true redneck mechanics that say you do your stuff wrong?
No, I don't get that.
You don't?
I don't get that.
You should have done this lift, or you didn't. None of that.
No, because where I'm from, they do the same work I do. They just piece it together.
Jerry rig that's the same. Yeah.
Man, you did do that right. Yeah. But no, nobody ever does that. I have people that come up and they try. Oh, I got a good video for you.
Oh yeah.
You know those.
Where in the? Hey, look up Jerry rig. I wonder where that came from. Who's that?
A guy named Jerry. I don't know.
The term jerry rigged is a variant of jury rigged. Refers to a temporary makeshift solution. So there's no Jerry.
We country people just say Jerry.
Yeah, I thought it was Jerry.
We changed it.
You know Jerry.
I thought it was Jerry the whole time, man.
You know Jerry down. Yeah.
He rigged it up. Yeah.
Jury rigged.
It's the term Jerry rigged. Oh, who knew?
Yeah,
I never even knew that.
Just jury rigged. I'd look at somebody like I was stupid. It ain't jury rigged.
Well, it is funny. Like I told. The idea of I was talking to, maybe it wasn't somebody in my family, but once rednecks get money, the first thing is it's always toys. Rednecks love toys.
Dude, I had 7 dirt bikes. 2 side by sides.
Yes.
I have a skid steer, a backhoe, a monster truck. I don't need all that. But that's a phase, man. It's kind of a phase. I was living in a double wide where I had no house payment, so I was like, I got all this. I can just blow it.
Somebody told you about a savings account.
Yeah, so I
never heard of it.
Yeah, that is my savings account.
This is my retirement.
Yeah,
look at
this is investments. But ended up, man,
like a theme park.
Yeah. You just charge people to ride them. Yeah. That's how I make my money back. Just charge my buddies to ride the dirt bikes.
I bet, Dude Dad?
Yeah, that's my buddy, Tater.
Taylor, yeah. He lives out in Taylor. He lives out in Colorado. He has a roller coaster in his backyard.
Now, that guy's a different engineer than me.
Yeah.
Okay. Taylor actually measures stuff.
He builds. How does he say him? He builds stuff. Decks.
Oh yes, he's like super DIY dad.
Yeah, I think I've seen him. I think I've seen the roller coaster.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He made something the other day. What was in his house? He cut a window out in one of his walls.
Yeah.
And ran was it a slide or something?
Something through it. Yeah.
Through his whole house.
Oh no, that's Justin Flom.
No, I'm talking about.
Taylor. Justin Flom though. Mm-mm. Okay, he's the guy that lives out in Vegas who had a trap door in his house. I say all this to say, gosh, if you live in a neighborhood next to one of us, you're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, because I have my, because I live on 32 acres out in the middle of absolute nowhere. And that.
Now, you moved.
No, I've always lived in the same county.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't. I just bought the land, but I lived in a little double wide and then bought the land behind it and we built behind it. And my mama and them live right here across the pasture. My uncle lives there. It's like a whole redneck family compound.
Oh, yeah. I got to come out there.
Yeah, man. Come on. Yeah. I got plenty of stuff for you to ride. But
yeah, bring money, though. I hear they charge for
for rides.
yeah.
How tall do you have to be?
But I'll crank that truck up, and I'll go to the store the next day, and somebody comes, I heard you crank your truck up this morning.
The Ridge Line?
Yeah. Dude.
Oh, yeah. That's the big one.
It's loud. Yeah.
Oh,
it's loud.
Yeah. Gosh. Well, we were in the Troubadour is the nicest. It's Discovery property. It's about an hour away from here. It's where all the everybody no. I'm telling the story wrong. It's my buddy moved into this new neighborhood. He's an accountant.
Oh, okay.
Worked for 20 years. Finally got up to money, the promotion, worked his way up to get into this new neighborhood, buys a house, right? He's like, we made it. There's the house next door is for sale. And a 24-year-old YouTuber moves in. And you got to just be like,
oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
So
you know what I'm
mad.
saying? Does that make sense?
Oh, it does. It
And
makes
bought it
perfect
cash.
sense.
Yeah, and he goes, oh, I just have this for content.
Summer home.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
man.
what are you talking about? I've been going to staff meetings at 7 a.m. every
Doing
Monday.
people's taxes for 20 years.
Yeah, and listening to my boss when he smells like a veggie melt, and he's like, hey, can you make sure these are on my desk by Friday? And this
24.
guy is moving in. He's like, this is my content house. You got to be like,
oh,
boxing,
God.
so just open things.
I'd
want to
burn it down.
I want to
man.
burn it down. I'm sure I just wish there was a guy. There's probably not in this area that is on the way to an office that passes your house every day. That used to, when you lived in the double wide, he used to look down on you, and now he goes,
Yep.
"Oh."
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. And then it's just funny too, because we saved all of our money to build the house. It ain't, we saved and we paid stuff off because we were broke at one point. So, it's so funny. You move out of a double wide into a decent house, people's like, you've changed, man.
Yeah.
You bettered
dare you.
yourself. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
How dare you?
How dare
improve?
you make a better life for your family?
Maybe this has something to do with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
you've
it's you.
changed. Yeah.
Maybe it's you.
Oh,
you
look
know?
at this guy over here with this crown molding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe if you didn't buy a pack of Marlboro Reds for $8 every day, you'd be able to save you money a little bit.
Marlboro Red.
Marlboro Reds, dude.
That is it. It is kind of. I would say a lot of people aren't cut out for it, for what we do, because sometimes like a lot of people at 5 o'clock, they can leave and not think about it until Monday, and we don't have that luxury
We think about it every minute of every day.
of all day.
Every minute of every day.
Yeah.
And dude, I worked at the hospital for 10 years. I was never as stressed as what I am here.
Yeah.
I have never been more stressed in my life. But now, of course, what you get from it is you get the happiness of seeing you providing for your family, and you've made a good life. But at the same time, it's like, I might lose it all tomorrow if I don't come up with a good video. Yeah. If I don't sell tickets to the show tonight, there goes the car.
This could be the end.
I'll be selling that,
That's why they say, hey, do you want to add a second show? I go, if people are coming,
Yeah, man.
I'll add a fifth show. Because I don't know if I'll be back.
Yep, that's me. That's me.
And I've been doing it 15 years, and I still don't know if this might be my last time here.
And the way you tour, man, you tour way more than I do.
Yeah.
I coach my son's football, baseball, stuff like that, and he's 10. So I usually tour January to May, and then I'm done.
There you go.
And so that way, I can do the thing with him. But you tour, I feel like
This is my first year I'm off until September.
from when to
From
September?
May till September, like 4 months.
And then you'll hit it back up
Yeah, go back in the spring, in the fall.
in the fall.
Yeah. But it's not. I'm not. You're not off. We're never off.
No, we
Yeah.
ain't off.
No,
we ain't off.
Yeah.
We just not thinking about
Yeah.
a little bit, maybe not thinking about
Yeah.
that part.
But if you do you have any? I'm trying to think of the good way to answer this question. You ever see any I feel like a lot as a Christian, I grew up. My dad was a preacher. We grew up homeschooled. I worked at Chick-fil-A. We were Christian.
You work at Chick-fil-A?
Oh yeah, summer
Word.
camps, Bible camps, Bible memory competitions, Christian school, Christian high school, Christian college, homeschool, and I see a lot of people that are they're not grifters, but come into the. They didn't grow. I'm trying to put in my phrase is what you would be. Do you see any fake rednecks that are on the internet, but dude, the way you describe your life, that's
Yeah.
you still live there in the double wide in the community.
Yeah. And I get called I get called a fake redneck all the time, man. And
That's what I was trying to ask.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
I had a dude I don't know how he found it, but he found this thing online. My daddy died when I was 9.
Okay.
Left my mama when I was 2. He never paid an ounce of child support. This guy tags me in this thing one day, and he found it online where it said I inherited $4 million from my daddy, who was owned a logging business.
Yeah.
And he died, and he gave me $4 million. And this guy posted, he's like, Ginger Billy's a fake, man. He uses that double wide just as a prop.
Same accent as the heart rate.
Yeah,
person
that guy. Because I feel like that's
Same
how he probably
commenter,
talks. This is her husband. You know.
Just a house of haters.
Yes, yeah, and then so just goes into this rant like he ain't real. He's fake. This is a city boy.
Yeah.
And
City
like,
boy.
Yeah, city boy.
City
A city boy. And it's just, of course, I'm like, it shouldn't make me mad. It shouldn't. But how do you find one article online and then that is your proof that I'm...
Yeah, and then you're like, I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Didn't they say what the one that came out about Theo, that he was he was like the prince of some country. What it was?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, wherever Theodore, whatever his ethnicity
that long
is.
name.
Yeah, he's like royalty in that country, and he's like, what? He's like, dude,
people go with stuff.
Oh yeah, I drive a Ford Ranger. Yeah, is what he said. Yeah.
When the article came out, did you check all your accounts and make sure there wasn't $4 million in there before you?
Did I check all my accounts?
Yeah, did you see? Did you check everywhere to make sure that the $4 million thing wasn't real? That you didn't
dude, believe me, if I'd have found that $4 million, I'd have 400 dirt bikes.
We'd see it.
You'd know. No, there wasn't no $4 million nowhere, man.
Imagine there is, and you get back to the guy. You're like, dude, thanks. I had no idea.
Dude, thank you so much.
This is very helpful. You posted with a gold chain, dude.
Send him
Shout
10
out.
grand. Thanks, man. Finder's fee. Appreciate you.
He said it shouldn't have made you mad, but it did.
It did. Calling me a fake makes me mad, dude.
I think that should make you mad.
I don't think there's anything wrong with how I grew up.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And so for this guy to say that, I was like,
or the idea that if you were like, I'm a city guy, I'm gonna start this is what why would you choose that?
Yeah.
You could tell by watching the content that you obviously enjoy or live like that.
Why start something? That's like me trying to start something in the middle of Nashville in the city. I have no clue. I have no clue.
There was he's a country music. He's like, I don't think he's country. I don't think I think he's a musician.
But now I do. You see that a lot with country music now too.
Yeah,
dudes are just like, I'm gonna put me on some boots and some tight jeans, and now
I was going to say earlier, you might be the most authentic redneck in Nashville right now.
I'm close.
Even with the country artists and all that, man.
Yeah. Well, I wonder I think everybody this is probably true for everybody. If you're let's say if you're the guy that the landscaping guy in your town, and some guy swoops in, he's like, and you're like, whatever is yours, you're kind of like, when new people come in, you're like, wait, hold on, who is this? Like at your church, and this guy comes in, I'm here, whoa, hold on. Whatever you are, whether it's a fan of a team, whether it's a member of a city, whatever group you are, and some guy says, I'm also this group.
Yeah.
If you've been in it for a long time, you want to go, we welcome you, but hold on.
Let's see your credentials.
Well, and that's the thing. I feel like I'm the OG right now because Larry the Cable Guy and him was it, man. The blue collar guys. You know what I'm saying? Like they were it. And now you don't really see too many, I'd say, country creators. Like too many.
That's a good point. Let me think.
That is a really good point.
Country creator. I mean, I guess
creators, not comedians.
Tammy would be country, the liberal redneck, but he's not. He's not create. He's just a comic. He's a comic.
And see, Dusty Slay's a comic.
You're talking about creators.
Yeah, I'm talking about
that's a good point.
Content.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why you got all the
because
followers.
there's just nobody else there. They're like, we don't like watching this guy, but he's the only one we have.
Being the only show in town is nice, dude.
Yeah, I'm all you got right now, right?
Somebody goes, man, this is the only guy
I'm building this dirt bike. Yeah. It's not a good video, but you're watching it.
It's horrible, actually. But you're going to sit here because there's nobody else.
I'm going to make a Tesla into a lawnmower. You're going to watch it. They go, dang it, dude. You really got another video.
It's like a TV with one channel. That's all you can watch. You got no choice.
What's your least favorite project you've ever done?
Least favorite project I've ever done?
Something that was just maybe way harder than you thought.
Turning a Ford for Steve into an ambulance.
That sounds about right.
Sure.
Sure. Because I mean, we built, dude. You know how little a Ford for Steve is.
Yeah.
And we put like 1,000 pounds of wood on the back of it, and so it was riding with its back springs were like this.
Yeah.
And we had like IVs and stuff in it, and actually could like slide a patient into it and everything else.
Just standing up by the time you put them in.
It was like 2 months over what I thought it was going to take, but that was the hardest. But it paid off.
Yeah.
You know, and then I turned a golf cart into a Tesla truck. And that was they get very tedious because we don't draw up any
Look
players.
at that up. Golf cart to Cybertruck, Ginger Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't. What you said? It didn't pay off.
It did. Oh, big
It
time. Big time.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Look at that thing, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
dude.
It's a dope, dude.
Yep. There she is, son.
Let's go, dude. That's the kind of stuff that guy's up to, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's my double wide.
Tesla.
In the
There's the double
background right
wide.
there.
Oh yeah. Tesla.
Yeah. I didn't want a copyright or a trademark infringement from
Oh, yeah,
Elon.
so,
So,
No.
yeah.
Wait. So how would you make that? You fabricate the steel?
Yeah, so we bought the golf cart. We went and got sheet metal from my cousin's house. And then we just like cut out the metal and then we welded it together and riveted it. And that was it.
See, you know, it's and by the way, I'm the exact same. Like not the same as this, but in terms of creating content, my girlfriend's like, what is this thing in your garage? Oh, it's for, don't worry about it. It's for a video. And then we, get to sometimes fly first class and go on nights. You're like, oh, hey, this is because of that.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that seems, I don't know your wife, but she goes, what on earth? Like, how long, when did the money start that she goes, oh, go out and make the Tesla?
Like, you're excused.
At the beginning, you're like, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
Does
when
that make
I told
sense?
Her, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Because the first thing I bought was.
You got kids.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
got
hey.
a child. So, the first thing I bought that I turned into anything was a Ford minivan.
Yep.
Ford Astro minivan, like a 2001.
Yeah. But
And
this cost what, $1,500?
It was like $2,000.
Yeah.
And this was this was before COVID, so I wouldn't I wouldn't ball it.
This is a stretch.
Yeah, this
you
is
still
a stretch,
negotiated
man.
with
There
the
goes
guy.
a house payment, right, or 3 double wide payments.
Yeah, Mr.
off that
Beast is
van.
like blowing up a train into a 747. You're
Yeah,
like, well,
I'm buying a
let's-
Ford Windstar.
We'll get there. Hey, sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. So I bought it, and I was like, I'm gonna turn it into a truck. And so it was one of the
Which means
simple-
what? Just cut it
We
off?
just cut and cut it. And so
And that's the video.
I called it a F250 FIDDY. And man, I pull up in it, I do the video, it gets 20-something million views on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, that was work. Now I'm gonna turn it into a tank. So I took it, we
Obviously.
painted it camo, put a trash can on top of it, ran a tater cannon out the top of it, and shot potatoes out of the cannons. And so it got like another 20 million views, 30 million on Facebook, plus YouTube and all
And then
that.
you're in $2,000.
So the van has paid for itself. And she sees now, I got this tater tank van sitting in my front yard of my double wide. And she's like, not happy about it. But I'm like, that's making money. Leave it there, okay?
Yeah.
And so
I might need that soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, we might need that again. Yeah.
But it made us, because she's a city girl, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she grew up in Charleston.
Oh, yeah. Private school.
Yeah, well, not private. She was broke, but she grew up seeing private school. She knew what a private school looked like.
Seeing private
she
school.
walked
That's a
by.
big deal.
She walked by one going to the public school, so she knew what it looked like.
She's seen one.
Yeah.
You didn't even know what one was.
No clue.
I've seen a private school. Dude.
So she just couldn't stand. She didn't want to move into a double wide, and she couldn't stand when my mom would call it a trailer. She was like, "It's not a trailer.
Oh, yeah.
It's a modular home or whatever."
There's wheels on it.
Trying to make
Yeah.
it sound
Yeah,
fancy.
yeah.
But after that van started, the money came in from that, and she was like, "Okay, I see what you're doing." And used to the skits with me and her too. She did not want to be on camera.
Oh, yeah. She's livened up.
She's done good, man. She's done
yeah, she's
good. After
livened
we
up.
did a video where she would ask me questions about her marriage, and I had a shock collar on.
Yeah.
And that video's probably got close to 100 million views.
Yeah,
and she's all like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
I
She's
say, "Hey,
like-
baby," she's
yeah.
there.
She's she's going to take acting lessons. Like, dang, dude, you see, thanks, babe. You're
yeah,
very,
yeah. Well, there's shows people come to, and they're like, "I'm actually here to see your wife."
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well,
Tim,
sure.
Tim, I used to tour with Tim Hawkins, and he'd do the meet and greet about every night. He would do the meet and greet before he'd do a Q&A. And there's always some annoying Christian couple in there. It's like, how does your wife feel about you leaving every weekend? He goes, my wife's love language is cha-ching.
Yeah.
She goes, she's great with it.
Yeah.
And it's where I'm joking, but I'm also very serious. Like a woman wants security and to knowledge that you, like, I think leaving a job and going to pursue something on your own and making something of it,
Yes.
I think every woman would be like, that is,
Yeah.
granted, it's silly. Mine is too.
But we've been married 10 years.
Yeah.
And she knows this is business. Like,
Yeah.
I do the shows I go back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I have no want to do anything. I just want to make my money, meet my people, and go home.
Dang, that's a good way to say it.
You know, she knows. She knows.
Yeah, I think during COVID, I mean, we all wanted to make an income for ourselves and our families, but I think we just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I hope my video, like I remember when I was in rehab in 2019, and when I got out, I was like, I just want to like make stuff. I mean, I hoped that it did good, and I'm sure you still do, but if like, man, the YouTube algorithm YouTube's gone.
Yeah.
Somebody bought YouTube, and you're like, well, I would still do it. And I bet if all the internet, nobody has the internet anymore, you'd probably sit around for a couple months, and then you call your buddy. You're like, hey, did you want to remake even if there was no,
that's just
there's
fun,
no
man.
Cameras. Mm-hmm. That's I gather about you as a guy.
Yeah. Well, and too, I think with the content stuff is at first that's how I make my living.
Yeah.
But now the content is more. It's a challenge to
fun.
see. Yeah, I want to see what
different
can I do
challenge.
to see if these people like it, how many views, and it also just builds.
Yeah.
You following.
It's fun.
Yeah, man.
But you had to have been before you were a content creator. You had to have been fooling with engines and modifying vehicles and stuff like that. Or no?
Oh well, dude,
you didn't have any money.
I've always had an imagination, but I didn't have the money to do any of that.
Yeah, not that.
You know, and I was raised by a woman, so no offense, to my mama, but I was working at a hospital, so it was work, just to provide, and then started making videos, and then I was like, man, I just want to start building stuff.
Yeah.
And then it kind of.
I guess I'm the same. I was always kind of in the frat house and church growing up. I was always making people laugh and doing.
Yes.
But I didn't have the resources that I now have.
Exactly.
I wasn't doing formal stand-up, but I was out. I was this way my whole life.
Me too.
Now I just found the avenue.
That's me. You could anybody that worked with me at the hospital or anybody that went to school with me, they was like, that's the same dude. Like it's just
Except the one guy on the internet.
Except the one guy who's still the guy telling me I got $4 million hid somewhere. But besides that, everybody else knew.
Who told you that? When did you get the news that gingers were black?
It was 2 weeks ago, and
Congratulations.
Thank
by
you,
the way.
man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about it.
Welcome to the club.
Thank you. Yeah. There's parts of me that ain't, but parts of me that are.
Oh yeah, I get it. Who said that?
It's been a TikTok thing.
It was a black chick.
Yeah.
Man, she made she made this video and she made like actually some very factual points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she got millions upon millions of views, and then we gingers, we always want to feel like we're included.
Oh, yeah, Aaron. Yeah. Because y'all had some bad PR for a couple of years. You're going extinct.
Yeah.
Wasn't that? When was that?
Yeah, we are.
Redheads are going extinct. I think in the 2000s they were like, hey, if this trend keeps going,
yeah, they gone.
We're done.
We gone.
And South Park got after you guys for years.
South Park
for
killed
sure.
us, dude.
Yeah, so that was tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's the same. Yeah.
The funniest part about it to me was when I saw it, I immediately got like defensive. I was like, no, they're ours.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, I guess that's the point, is I haven't tried to claim. So I apologize for years.
It's all right, man. Nobody wanted us until now.
Yeah.
And now we like the MVP.
Yeah, man.
Redheads are back, dude.
Hot on the market.
Redheads are
I can
back.
remember, I was in school, which, it was weird. I was born black-headed. My hair turned blonde, and then it turned red as I got older.
Really?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
at what age?
Yes.
Stolen valor.
It got strawberry blonde like through high school. And then it started turning, but my hair on my head, man, if you shave it looks black, but my beard is red.
That looks real.
Oh, it's definitely real.
Yeah, that looks real. Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
That wasn't real.
No, yeah, he has a prosthetic.
It's an Amish beard. He just
I
pulls it
told
off.
you he wasn't real.
That's where the 4 mil went, right?
I say,
Beard, yeah.
hey, thanks for coming in and cut. He's like,
Gosh, you guys do this every week?
It makes me itch, man.
That's crazy, though. It changed over time.
Yeah, it changed over time. Like my hair on my head. Now this has always been red.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, what about it? When did you? I do know it's a big risk to get a face tattooed on you.
Oh man, I've got a horrible tattoo on
Well,
me,
I see
dude.
that one.
Oh yeah, no, I got
Yeah.
a tattoo of my family
You do?
on my chest. And
At what age?
this was
No, but your kids are how they are now. They're older now.
no, he's little there, and he's holding a possum on the tattoo.
No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and let me tell you, okay. So I wanted like a Family Guy-esque tattoo of my family.
Like,
yeah.
like in that
like
cartoon
a
style.
cartoonish
Yeah,
look,
cute.
right?
Love it. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And so my tattoo artist, he draws it up. And I'm like,
Is this
man,
in the same city?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
in,
I think you should go.
Yeah, maybe go to the
somewhere.
city fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe go to City Fair.
Go a little north for that.
Yeah.
Go to
He
Charleston
let me
for that.
use a coupon, so I figured.
Well, that should have been a really red flag. Yeah. Keep going though.
But
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, all right, looks good there. And he puts it on my chest. And, I can't see it, and I trust him. And so I'm laying back, and he's doing it. And he's like, all right, man, we done. And I get up, and I look, and my wife
Oh my God.
has a mustache. It looks like she has a mustache, dude. And like she's holding a shotgun. She's holding a shotgun, and it's pointed right at my wiener, like of me.
On accident, or that was
And
on
my
purpose?
my son, if you look at him, his body's white, and for whatever reason, he shaded his face black.
Is there a picture of this online or something? Is this posted anywhere?
I mean, every video, the people's like,
Yeah.
does he really have a tattoo of himself on himself? There it is. You can see it right there a little bit.
Oh,
We'll put it in the episode if you're listening to go watch on
I
YouTube.
see it now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
right
I
beside
see your
my-
son's face. I see your son's
Yeah,
face.
you see
now.
that?
There's the possum in his hand. Everyone's in jorts.
There's
Yep.
the gun.
Yeah, there's the gun.
Oh yeah.
You look great.
Oh,
to
I'm
be
jacked,
fair,
dude.
yeah, you look
I'm
awesome.
jacked. I ain't got no fingers though for some reason. Look at my hand.
Yeah, you look like a
just
transitional
stops.
fossil.
Yeah, this is like the
The
first
missing
generation
link.
AI generated images right here.
Yeah.
That's like, you know how like you get done with a haircut and then they give you the mirror.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
go, hey, you hold it here. We're gonna spin you around. And you go, oh, and you're supposed to be like, dang, or it's done. So it doesn't really
can't do
matter.
nothing about it.
It's done. Hey, yeah.
But at least your hair grows back out.
yeah, yeah.
Like this ain't going nowhere, dude. This is stuck.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But the problem is, it's become part of me now.
Yeah.
Like people love it.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't get rid of it.
This week's episode also brought to you by HelloFresh. Ladies and gentlemen, HelloFresh. Get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. What do we have the other day? When you go, hey, what do we have? When do you guys, what in your household, when do you discuss dinner? About 3?
Too late. No, too late. This is a problem in my house
Yeah,
right
like
now. Actually, I can't
4:30,
believe we're
5.
talking about
4:30?
this.
Yeah, like
I'm
right
later
before.
than that. I'm
Yeah,
like
so we go about
7.
when 7?
7:30. Megan
got a
gets out at
kid.
7:30. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start as soon as Lydia does the 5 o'clock news.
Yeah.
About after the 5, somebody goes, "What are we doing for dinner?"
Yes.
What are we doing for dinner? And but I hear there's going to be some people that are like, we do it on Sunday night all the week. Like if you got 4 kids, I
Like
think
they
you
prep it.
not even prep it. Just like here's what we're doing all
plan
the
it.
days.
Yeah.
Are people still
I
doing
should.
that?
I should be. And honestly, like HelloFresh
Yeah.
solves that problem.
That's what I'm saying.
The weeks
I'd
when I
say,
have
hey,
it takes it away. It's perfect.
I got 3 of them in the holster.
Yeah.
Because you got the meat in the freezer, and then you got bag.
Yeah.
And
Because
you
then we'll go, hey, what's for dinner? Oh, wait,
Yeah,
it's HelloFresh.
Come on over.
Yeah.
All you need to do is come on over. Bring a bottle of wine.
Sure.
Drinking for one.
Sure.
Not because she's pregnant, because I don't drink.
Right.
Yeah, I had to clear that
I
up.
had to make sure.
Yeah.
That's clarified. John said you can tell based on I saw it in his eyes.
HelloFresh new. What's that say?
Where?
Ready-made.
Yeah.
It says red-made.
Oh, it does.
HelloFresh new ready-made meals to go for the fridge to your fridge to fork. I like that piece
nice.
of copy. I like that piece of copy. In just 3 minutes, the same high-quality ingredients and a restaurant-worthy flavor you expect from HelloFresh. With none of the work, their lineup of prep and bake meals comes with a minimal mess and only 5 minutes of prep, so your oven does most of the work, not you.
like
Interesting. We love HelloFresh, and I've been going back. The HelloFresh I buy myself.
Yeah.
Because this is a little insider tip. If one of these they come on as your sponsor, they send you a link and they say, here, get whatever you want because we want you to try it.
Right.
But I feel bad going back to the link. The link, I'm sure a lot of people have them on their pods. I go buy them myself.
It's kind of you.
Shout out HelloFresh, good people over there. I use my own code though.
Yeah, nice.
So
Of course.
I'm still...
Yeah, you're still saving.
Yeah.
Of course.
Get up to 10 free meals and free high-protein item... and a free high-protein protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/netpositive10FM. Did we get that right?
We did.
HelloFresh.com netpositive10fm. 1 item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/netpositive10fm. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. This week's episode also brought to you by Mando, bro. I got them in the top shelf in my guest. This is where I got them, in my guest bathroom.
Nice.
I got them in my guest bathroom. I had them in my main bathroom.
Yep.
But now they sent me a second box.
Nice.
I got it all down there.
Oh, so you got great coverage.
Yeah, whenever I need it, because sometimes it's not a planned situation. I'm not going to go all the way back upstairs.
Right.
I got it all set up. Yeah.
Right. Fair.
The lotion. I got the soap.
Yep.
I got the...
Do you have the whole body deodorant?
I got the body deodorant.
Yep.
I got it all.
It's a good one.
I'm Mandoed out, baby. Whole body deodorant, safe to use anywhere on your body, created by a doctor, interesting, who first saw firsthand how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. And I'm going to say this. If you notice your own body odor, it's too late.
Yeah, it is.
You're the last one to notice.
Yes.
Everybody else has been noticing. If you notice yourself that you need to put on some deodorant, you won't have that problem with Mando. Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. Interesting. Want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant formula right now. You can find them at Walmart, Target, and other retailers across the country. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
For best deals, go to shopmando.com. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream, tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes. That's what I got. And free shipping. As a special offer for the listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off with your starter pack. Use code NETPOSITIVE at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Or hit the link in the episode description below. Support the show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. Oh,
That's
and
funny.
you're shirtless a lot.
All the time. And this is just part of my life.
Yeah.
And people know I never... The shirt thing, I don't ever talk about my body. I never, look at me. It's just growing up where I grew up. When it is over 55 degrees, it's no shoes, no shirt, and
Over 55,
yeah, and that's just,
Now, it's different than Bert, because Bert's shirtless.
Yes,
but
different.
that's for the bit, I guess.
Yeah, and too, me and Bert's physiologically a little different.
A little.
Let's say that. Yeah, let's
A little
say
bit.
that. Yep.
And but in my special, there's a few people. Oh, he's just trying to be like Bert, and I'm like, we are nothing.
Literally polar opposite. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. And both are fine.
Yeah,
by the way,
I mean,
we love
it's-
Bert.
I love Bert. No, Bert's
yeah.
cool, man. I've
Bert's
never
the
met
man.
him, but he seems to be a great
Bert's the
guy.
man. Yeah.
It's nothing. I didn't think, I want to be like Bert Kreischer when I was 5.
Oh yeah,
And have my shirt off.
I don't think when did Bert become popular? I was opening for him probably 10 years ago.
Wow.
But probably 20.
The Machine. That was when he got big. I just remember the Machine.
I remember opening for him in 2011, 12. Yeah.
97 was when he had the Rolling Stone thing.
All right, but they didn't become
that
popular.
didn't-
Bert didn't become popular.
I feel like Bert became popular after COVID. Like big popular.
big.
Really
Really
popular,
the size he is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Machine. The Machine, I think that's where I found him.
Yeah, right. That was all I knew him as.
When that story, somebody put it online.
Yeah,
And then the story
the
went
bit, I think, was online of
Yeah.
the Machine. And then
But he'd been telling it for forever on stage. It was never really.
2011, I think, was the first time he told it.
Was a
That's what it looks like.
I didn't see
You
him as
cannot
good, man.
be
I've been to see
serious.
Tom Segura, I think.
On the net, it's a
Who are
positive.
your favorites?
Segura, Chappelle.
Yeah.
I like Chappelle. He's amazing. I think Bargatze's amazing too.
Yeah, Nate's great.
He's really good.
Yeah.
I like him because he's so clean.
Yeah,
That's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
hard to do.
Yeah.
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 He's on a run.
I say a cuss word here and there. No bad stuff, but it's just amazing.
Just
like
hillbilly
both
country.
of y'all, man. Both
Yeah.
of y'all are. It's amazing to be that clean and be able to.
Yeah,
Brandon's the same way. Rainwater.
Rainwater.
Super clean.
Yeah.
Just great. But those are my faves. Bill Burr, he's awesome.
Yeah,
too.
Brandon came out with me when he came out with me a couple years ago, 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, he said you and him, y'all did some shows, or he did some
yeah.
shows with you.
Yeah. Is there any? Do you think? We were talking about this before you came in here. And we try not to get political or anything like that on this pod. Do you think a lot of the divide is between? It's not political. It's between city and country. Like, are country people looking at the cities and going? I'm not just saying. All cities are going. What are y'all doing? And then the city people are looking at the country people and go, "What are y'all doing?" Or what?
I don't even think it's city people. Like, I don't think it's. I just think there's certain people with just a certain mindset.
Yeah.
There's two different mindsets.
Yeah.
And they just hate each other
for whatever.
And they cannot believe. They just cannot.
They can't see the other guy's side.
No, and it's just. That's. I'm like you. I don't get into it because it's worthless. It's useless. I mean, you can't tell either one of them nothing.
Yeah. It doesn't do anybody any good. Yeah.
So.
Well, I feel like out there. I mean, the thing about what we do is, I mean, it used to be in a Ford Focus. Now it's in a tour bus. But we're seeing it. Mm-hmm. We see, and some people that never left my hometown. You have this very limited view because this is how you stayed here.
Exactly.
And then I mean, we've been. Every city in America,
everywhere, and
the big ones and the small ones, and you go,
yes,
there's a lot going on out here.
And that's the thing, man. I can remember going to California, and all you hear about California is, they're crazy. They look at this side.
Yeah.
And I can remember being in California. I did a show. I can't remember. Maybe it was Modesto or somewhere. And me and Brandon go out to this little bar or something, and there's these three just big, huge farmer dudes, man. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there. He looks at me. He says, "Did you vote for Trump?" And I'm like, I don't want to say because I don't know what side this dude's on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to get hurt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're trying to judge in the moment.
I should say yes, but the location says no.
We love him around here, and it's just like I'm in the, so you just don't know. And I've learned too, man. There's great people everywhere, and you know that everywhere. I meet a lot more good people than I do bad ones.
Yeah. Well, I still say, I go, man. All right. If you said, hey, I need some, I'm at a gas station, I need some help, or you're gonna choose to trust or not trust, still 99% of people are good that would help you. A human to human. Yes. Yeah, you see these videos on the internet and you go, gosh, the society's crumbling. But if you said, hey, I'm thirsty, knock on somebody's door, can I get a glass of water? I still think 99.9% of people would help you.
Yeah, I feel like definitely around where I'm from, like in any of them country places, man, that's some of the best people you'll ever meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I feel like which of course they got to do it for views. Yeah. So the news is just going to show the craziest stuff they can find, which is in that one isolated area. And then what about the rest of the country?
They're not. And I feel like the tricky. I feel like because I've been tempted to go on both sides or then you go, gosh, once you go down that road, there's no coming back.
That's why
you got to stay down there. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like some people that have gone down there have like, when they see me in the vicinity of some of these events that are a little, they're kind of going, hey, don't come over here. Have you ever heard, once you go over here, right or left, you can't go back to just making content.
Yeah, no. So I stay away from all of that, but a little story because it's just hilarious. This was back right when I had kind of just started touring by myself. I had this guy booked me for something called Hazardfest in Tennessee.
Sure, dude. Yeah.
Keep going.
So me and Brandon, we do our thing, right?
Comedy, you do the live stand-up?
Yeah, we do after the banjos, the bluegrass band. We get up there, we do our thing, and this girl comes up and she's like, hey, I got something for you and him, pointed Brandon. She's like, I got y'all some coats, and it's these Confederate flag coats. Oh. And she's like, I got one for both of y'all. And I was like, well, I'm hot-natured, but he'd love to keep his. Brandon, he wears coats all the time.
The coat guy.
So here's Brandon walking around with 2 Confederate flag coats in his arms.
Thanks. This is their gifts from the fans. He comes home. What you got there? No, they didn't pay us. I got these 2 Confederate coats.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's hilarious.
oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I try to make him feel as awkward as possible.
I don't
anytime.
want him, but yeah,
He wants his.
Yeah.
You know, and she literally didn't mean. You know, she didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it
yeah.
anyway.
She made this.
Yeah.
Bought it
I
at a flea
crocheted it.
market.
You know, and
Crocheted it.
so. But yeah, I stay away from the. You see it too with the content creators.
Oh yeah.
Man, they get going.
Yeah.
They build a following, and then all of a sudden they feel like they have to say their political view, and then you see them. It's like they.
Yeah.
Like,
You go,
wow.
it's so like I'm trying like we don't like I try to maintain, just like we said at the beginning of this podcast. We're like, hey, we don't know what we're doing.
Yes.
We don't know. We barely know what we're doing in our own backyards. We don't know what we're. And if you I feel like I always position myself like that. Like Bill, like Ela Burr at the beginning. Bill Burr is a little different now, but he's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just an old rascal, redheaded rascal making stuff up.
Yep.
Like he was kind of always very good at like saying, don't listen to me, or these are just jokes,
Yep.
or something like that. And I always liked that about him.
No, he's very good about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. And he just comes off as like angry about everything.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah.
you know.
But it is, I mean, I feel like it is like to your significant other or to a family or to someone that you do have frustrations about the country. And I mean, you know as good as well as I do that when your accountant comes in October and like, this is how much.
Yeah.
And you go,
That makes me mad.
yeah. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
And then you go,
Yeah.
I have thoughts about
keep
this.
them in here.
Yeah. I got thoughts about the way, or if I was running things, or if I'm paying checks with multiple commas in them to the government.
Yeah.
I would like
Yeah. Oh, you can
things
do
to
this.
be
you
run
know, if you don't
different.
want to
Yeah,
run
yeah.
one,
That's
you
all.
Have a say in the matter.
Yeah.
And that's what what my accountant was like. Now, if you don't want to just pay in one lump sum, you can make it feel like it's less by paying 3 payments.
They love pitching that to you. It's like,
Oh, that helps. Yeah.
Yeah, and that does suck, man. To work your butt off and to better yourself, and then they come along and say, "Good job."
Yeah.
Give us a lot.
Give us,
You know.
give us most of
Yep.
it. Yeah. But it is a if there was a country where you do have the opportunity to leave your formal job and go put a lawnmower tractor on a Ford Festiva, I think United
We're in
States
the
of
right
America.
one.
Yeah,
we are in the
hey,
right
we're in
one.
the right
There's no doubt. I mean,
We're in the right one.
I'm not complaining. We are blessed
Mm-hmm.
individuals because I look at you and you seem to be an intelligent man. I look at me and I just am like my job would suck if it wasn't this job here. Like
Yeah.
I would be probably still
otherwise
working at the Piggly
unemployable.
Wiggly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but let me see. Let me think what other jobs we could have.
I'd be good at the DOT.
What, on the road?
hold
Working on the roads?
Hold the stuff.
Oh, hold the
doing
signs.
nothing. Doing nothing.
They don't know. shit.
Yeah, I got strong wrists, man.
They
so I
always
can do that.
Standing in the way.
Yeah.
How are they smoking?
Well, dude,
They're
they-
smoking out there on
No,
the
for
thing.
me it's the AirPods. They're listening to music. It's
Are
like-
they?
I'm always like, how
Yeah,
can you
man.
do that? You're directing
and
traffic.
they're
You can't
texting.
hear
They're
anything.
texting.
Yeah.
That and then what was funny is I rode by one day and my brother works for DOT. I got buddies that work for him, but there's one pothole and there's 7 of them around it.
Yeah.
Standing.
And I got a shovel and they're just
Yeah.
like, I'm like, there's
That's
my
so
tax
funny.
dollars.
That's funny because you're like we'll make a video
Yeah.
out of fixing this pothole and make more. It's like Mr. Beast. He's
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
hunger. I'll solve it.
Oh, he should take on like American infrastructure next. That would be
Did you
fantastic.
like,
see he
yeah.
got like 700 million or is it 400 million subscribers or something?
He's
yeah.
over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
Like
get a
he
number
is,
right
he,
now,
that
yeah.
is. I was
Dude,
seeing where
Mr.
somebody
Beast
put like
fixes the potholes in Nashville. You're like, this is a great
all of them.
video.
Man,
Every
there was a
single
big-
one.
All of them. Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Beast.
there's,
Yeah,
404 million subs as of right
404
now.
That's
million.
404 million.
I
Mr.
think my
Beast,
little
yeah.
measly 2 million is a lot. This dude's at 400 million.
I mean, didn't he build a well?
Yeah, in Africa, he built
built
like
like
100
like
of
all
them.
of them.
He built like
Yeah.
100 of them.
Yeah, he like build a neighborhood. He's like, everybody has a house now.
Yeah.
Like Africa or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Man,
Yeah.
we gotta do a better job of giving back.
I like the infrastructure idea.
Yeah,
I like that. We're gonna fix this
We gotta
pothole
make it, yeah.
and then make YouTube ad rev on that to fix the next pothole and just pothole by pothole.
Well, the money he makes, dude, he could fix all of them. The roads would be spotless, man.
You can eat off them.
brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
DOT would be out of a job.
Well, tell everybody where they can find you. And you're coming to Zany's tonight.
I'm coming to Zany's tonight. I got 4 sold out shows.
I'm gonna come down there.
by
I'm
the
gonna
way.
come down there.
Come on.
I'm
come
coming
on.
down there.
Thank you to anybody who purchased tickets to come
yeah.
see me. That's cool. And I think the show in the lab's at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I still got some tickets for that one. It's a more
yeah.
intimate show.
Oh yeah, it's a more intimate show.
Yeah,
and
so-
when you buy the ticket, do they say he is guaranteed he will be shirtless?
I'm in overalls now.
Oh, you are.
Jorts. I call them Carhartt nut cutters is what I call them.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing the little Daisy Duke overalls, but you can still see some skin if that's what
yeah.
you're there for.
And we're gonna gotta collaborate on something.
Oh, we can do it, man. We can do it.
I gotta come out there. How far is it? What from big cities is it close to?
Greenville.
Greenville.
my
yeah, I
brother
come to
lives in
Greenville all the
Greer.
time.
Your brother lives in Greer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an hour from Greer, man.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
nice.
Union and Greer used to have a big-time rivalry.
Okay.
Huge high school football rivalry.
Okay.
I'm talking, Greer had a dude named Sinclair Cannon, and they were both.
What a name that is.
Sinclair Cannon, yes. He actually went to Tennessee.
What position?
Okay, so he was quarterback.
Of course he was.
And he played defense.
Yeah.
But he amazing, like 5-star athlete. He was that good. He went to Tennessee and played kickoff team. That tells you how
Wow.
good.
That's how good
That
they
is
are, yeah.
amazing to tell you how
tell you
good you
how
have
good
to
they
be
are.
to get into college.
Yep.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Imagine going to the pros.
yeah.
You got to be a freak.
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
Yeah, all those pros played quarterback. When
Freaks.
They were
Yeah,
growing up.
they played everything.
Quarterback,
They
running
played everything.
back,
Yeah, they played
defensive
everything.
back.
They were the coach. You're the coach.
Yeah.
too. Yeah, the water
Just
boy.
give
They
me the
played
ball.
everything.
That's like
Yeah.
Derrick Henry. Did you ever hear him?
Oh, monster.
He's like, my coach just gave me the ball and told me to run. I had no play schemes, no nothing.
Did he really?
handed him the ball and he said, run.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Saban said when he got there, they had to teach him how to play football because
Yeah.
before it was just like they handed to him like, go that way.
And
Have you
he's like,
seen
what?
his high school tape?
No.
Dude, he ran for like 5,000 yards a season. Like it was.
Yeah.
And he had like 4 state championships.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of dudes my size he was playing with. Though.
All of
Like-
his
like
teammates
short.
hated playing sports,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, I've seen him. Like we did a charity thing with him. That guy is massive.
He's listed smaller than I think he actually is.
He's like Dwight Howard. Like if you saw
Yeah.
Dwight Howard, just like the physical specimen of his body, you're like,
Yeah. So
my
imagine
word.
you coming around a corner and that.
I'm not tackling that guy.
No, that's
No.
that's job. No, you're gonna lose your job. You're gonna break your neck and hurt yourself trying to tackle
No,
that.
not
dude,
doing
man.
that. Yeah. And he's still doing it.
Yeah, but
All right,
you,
brother.
you can find me on just Google Ginger Billy.
Yeah, and if you when you pop into the comment sections of the videos or the DMs or come by the shows, say you found him on the Net Positive podcast.
That's right.
Honored to have you aboard, brother.
Hey man, thank you for letting me come. It's
Yeah.
fun. Have a good one. Love you.